Hello everyone. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Life Coach with Lina. It has been a while since I recorded some of the videos, and then I kind of disappeared because I had a lot to do. But now a bit I'm done with those tasks which I have been doing, and now at least we can move where we ended. Yeah, and in today's topic, I'm going to talk about, I mean, calling and the priorities. Um, Calling is what you have been called for. Everybody has got his calling here on earth, and every human being has that calling. Of which you need to work on. And if you cannot work on your calling, you won't actually feel satisfied in your life throughout, because that calling is in you and will keep on, with keep on disturbing you internally. um let me put this way: we have so many fields, or we have so many, kind of occupation that everybody has. And no, everybody is not a cannot be a doctor, and everybody cannot be a lawyer, and everybody cannot be a teacher. And this is because everyone has come here on earth with his calling. Everybody, God packed into you your calling. So you cannot just jump on something and say, okay, like this I'm good at doing, so I can just do it. No, it does not go that way. And this has become a challenge because most of people, they are in the field which is not of their calling. Some are nurse, which is not their calling. Some are teachers, which is not their calling. And how can you know this person is if it's not his or her calling? You can easily know this person when talking to a client cannot talk with patient. And sometimes you can find a person is angry with no reason. It's because that was not his calling. He just went to that particular field just because of opportunity, employment opportunity. And others have gone to different fields just because of the push factor from their parents, from their relatives. Like, you just go for that field and then you'll get employed quickly. And that has damaged the life of so many people, because you cannot be creative in a field that's not yours. You cannot be creative in a field that is not of your calling. So it's a big challenge. Or sometimes can be a teacher, and this teacher cannot feel like, you know a teacher. Oh my goodness, how can I make this one? Like, I mean, he or she can be a teacher and teach student, and yet cannot feel like, I wish this person to understand this thing. Cannot struggle to make a person understand. Cannot go extra mile to find like materials. Cannot go extra mile to help this student. And you end up claiming so and so is not a good teacher. So and so is not a good teacher. But when you go to his or her background, you can realize that this person has been just sent to be, a teacher, but actually he's not a teacher by calling. And sometimes you can go to the hospital and find the nurse is just angry. It's not her fault. There is somewhere, somewhere something has not gone, the way it was supposed to be. So that's very important. So I'm talking this especially to the parents, and to whoever has a person of very, a child. Get to know the calling of your child. Try to ask this child several time questions like, whom do you want to become? Like, as the child keep on growing, keep on asking such question, keep on asking such question, keep on asking such question, and at the end you came to realize what does that, a child is called for. Don't just force a child to be somebody. Don't just force your child to be a lawyer. He won't be a good lawyer. But if at all it comes from his heart or from her heart, can do that field effectively, and he or she won't regret. Even in his or her entire life, he will never regret, because it's actually the calling he or she has been called for. So many people are in a different field, that's not their calling. and they are not doing well just because it is not their calling. You cannot do something that you have never been called for. That thing has to come from your heart. It has to come from your heart. You feel like doing. When you talk like, okay, I mean, some people are doing actually work. Sometimes they are taking bribe, and then you ask like, this person has gone to school, he has knowledge, and he has been trained to help people in this particular area, and why is this person, I mean, behaving this way? It's because that person was forced to go to that field, but it was not his or her calling. So like, he'll just be there to, I mean, to get his basic needs and some other extra, I mean, needs, but cannot do work effectively because it's not his or her calling. So that's very important, especially for parents to know this, and it will help them to help their kids to grow up and be in their particular field of which they are called for, but not just sending kids to the school knowing that this, I mean, kid will be a lawyer, this will be a doctor. Do you really know that's their calling? Why are you sending somebody to, I mean, to what is not his or her calling? That's very important. And parents, I mean, yeah, this mistake has happened in our life. Perhaps it has happened in your life, but make sure it won't happen to you, to your, I mean, kids life. Don't ruin their future. Just listen to them, listen to whom they want to become, because everybody, like, that calling is blessing. That calling is where God allocated the blessings of your kids to pass through. And like, let me say this, like, I mean, as an example, like, let's say God has called your child to be a doctor, and you have taken that child of yours to be a lawyer just because you were a lawyer, or somebody in your family was a lawyer, and then you think like being a lawyer is a good thing. Actually, it's a good thing, yes, if it is your calling. And now God allocated the package of your child of being a doctor, and that's where his blessings are, or her blessings are. And now you have disconnected this child from his or her blessings and shifted to another direction. Do you think that child will get such kind of blessings? Forget about. Will be a lawyer but won't be successful. Will be a lawyer but won't do this work effectively. Will be a lawyer but in his life you'll keep on regretting, like, I'm doing a work that I don't feel like doing. So that's very important. Kindly, parents, focus on the calling of your kids before you send them to different fields that you feel like, and that you think that's are the best thing that they can go for. And please keep on asking your children. Please keep on asking. And okay, let me say this. Sometimes parents may not have enough knowledge to ask their kids. Sometimes they may not have that, I mean, yes. But there are these other people who are mentoring these kids, but yet they can do that thing for them. And also, not only that, but also even teachers at school can do such work. Please, if you are a teacher, kindly ask your student, especially if you are a teacher of these lower classes, from primary school, from nursery, primary school to secondary school. Keep on asking these kids, because later on they will thank you, and they will keep on praying for you because you have assisted them to do the right choice. Don't just let this person, I mean, their future being ruined. Sometimes devil is working to their futures because they can be disconnected from, I mean, their calling, and yet they cannot do this thing effectively. Otherwise, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this, I mean, lesson, and I hope you'll work on it. Otherwise, thank you so much.